Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Sonia Rocha, and I want to talk to you about how to use your obstacles to your advantage. I've had some people ask me that, so I'm going to try to explain it a little bit, and in my seminars I'll get down and deeper with it. But for right now, overall, taking advantage of your obstacles is sometimes disappointing for people because you make a plan and it doesn't work out like you want it to work out, and you get angry, you get upset, and you're like, oh my gosh, and then you feel the world is over now and that there's no other opportunity and this was our only chance to do it today, or you just can't do it again or something like that, depending on what your obstacle might be. Nevertheless, sometimes those obstacles happen, and I can see advantages. For example, sometimes when something doesn't work out my way and I want it to happen that day and it doesn't, I tell myself sometimes, and maybe you can try this, but I just say, well, okay, yes, it can be disappointing and upsetting, but I just say, there's always tomorrow. Or maybe I should have thought it through a little bit more, a little deeper, and that's why my plan failed in the first place, because I didn't think about it all the way through, maybe. So that could be your situation you're going through, and maybe not. But there are many obstacles that we may go through. Some are very serious and some are not. Nevertheless, have you noticed that some people can really take a small situation and just blow it to hell? and you know what? It's crazy, but it's the way we think. It's our thinking process. And that's what I want to help with as well. Taking control of how we interpret things, how we respond emotionally to situations, so that you can succeed better, maybe think things through better, how to make better decisions. That's why my motto is decide, plan, and take action. So when you make a decision, then you plan it, and then you take action, which is executing your plan, your decision. But being responsible for a decision is always the more challenging part of it, and the same thing goes for how to challenge that obstacle. So don't let the obstacles get you down. Instead, turn it around and think about what you could have done better. What you could have done better to avoid that obstacle. Maybe you could have prevented it or avoided it. So there's always everything is three-dimensional. There's another side to something all the time. A different way to perceive something, comprehend it, different way to handle something. If it doesn't work this way, well, how about working it the other way? So there's always another choice. So I want to help you understand those better, writing them down. We'll talk about them in the seminar. So come on down September 15th, and any others. Look at my website and keep up with me, so you'll see the next seminar, which is October 13th, and so forth. So follow me so you won't lose me, and you can get all the help you need. And see you soon. My name is Sonia Rocha, and don't forget to like and subscribe below. See ya. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sonia Rocha, and I'm here to answer another question from an email I received from John, and he's asking about problem solving. So John, problem solving is a cognitive perspective, and problem solving is extremely important. So that's a really good question. And so your answer is, how does problem solving work? Okay, so there's actually a whole process, okay, and the methods for it, which I will get into deeper in my seminars. But I'm going to answer your question roughly, because it is sometimes a little difficult to understand. I'm not sure, how much of psychology you may know, and you might, know quite a bit, but still it's a good question. So problem solving is a system where, first of all, if you can identify what your problem is and understand the problem, recognizing it in a sense where you know exactly what caused the problem, why it's even there, and why is it in your life? Why is this problem in your life? You know, once you can identify something, it's like when you meet someone and you get to really know the person. It's the same thing. When you really know what your issue is, what your problem is, look into it and question it. Questioning the problem is getting to know the problem. So once you can do that, automatically it's innate in the process of getting to know what the issue is, the problem is, and automatically these questions become answered just by being aware of that. Becoming aware of why that problem even occurred. Why does it exist in your life? Why is it there right before you, and how are you going to handle it? So problem solving, first of all, is to identify it, understand it, and then you can tackle it. And by tackling it is diffusing it, or just having a different method of fixing it. Some problems you can get rid of them, and some cannot. Some you just have to improvise and handle the problem, deal with it accordingly, whatever that might be. So what I suggest is that, first of all, try to identify your problem, understand where it came from, why. Ask the problem questions. Write them down if you need to. And that in itself will bring an awareness within you, in your heart, in your mind. Wow, it just like opens doors into an understanding once you start to identify it. That in itself helps a lot. Then at the same time, once you see it and you agree that that is the reason, then the next thing I suggest to do is ask yourself, what can I do to diffuse the problem, or what can I do to eliminate it, or to prevent it from happening again? Now see, we're going into much more process levels, and that is just exactly what I'm going to teach in my seminars. And each seminar we're going to dive deeper. So come on to my seminar and we'll get deeper into the problems, and everyone can ask me a question. We'll tackle some of them live right then and there. And John, I hope I answered your question. I hope it helps. So just start right now with just identifying it, ask it questions, and try to figure why you're having this issue, why it's there presented before you, and then see how you can diffuse it or fix it. And if you're having issues with that, bring it on to the seminar and we'll tackle it together, and I'll show you how to break it down. At the same time, I want to thank you for the question, and I encourage more questions all the time. So I love it. Don't forget to like and subscribe below, and go to my website to get your ticket. You have to reserve your seat, so it'll say purchase ticket. Don't worry about it, it's free this time. And see you September 15th, I hope. Have a great day and good luck.